everyone, I am Radhika. Welcome back to DataZard. Today we are going to be working on another LeetCode problem, which is called as palindrome number. It is marked as an easy problem in LeetCode, and it is easy problem if you treat this number as a string. So you can reverse the string and then you can compare if the current string and its reverse, if they are equal or not. However, if we treat this number as a number and then try to find if it is a palindrome or not, that becomes a little tricky. And in this video, I'm going to solve that problem. So let's get started. Let us first try to understand what is a palindrome. So palindrome is a sequence. It could be of number, it could be of strings, it could be of anything, which is read the same way, left to right and right to left. That is forward and backward. So example could be word level. So if you spell it out L-E-V-E-L or in the backward direction L-E-V-E-L, the spelling is same, so it's a palindrome. Number 1221, if you read it from the left to right 1221 or from right to left 1221, it's all the same. So such sequences, they are called as palindrome sequences. In this question, we have to understand if this number that is given to us, if this is a palindrome or not. Let us try to work this out using an example. Let us take x is equal to 5, 2, 3, 3, 2, 5, and we need to check whether this number is a palindrome or not. If we think about it logically, what we first need to do is, we first need to figure out what are the leftmost and rightmost digits. So our leftmost digit is 5 and our rightmost digit is also 5. So we have got these numbers. Next, we need to check whether the leftmost, which is 5, is it equal to the rightmost. So this is left and this is right. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Then what we can do is, we can just forget about these numbers, so the left and right corners, and take the rest of the number. And now I'm again going to repeat this. First, we are going to check what are the leftmost and rightmost digits. So the leftmost one is 2, rightmost one is also 2. Now next we check whether the leftmost one is equal to the rightmost one. So this is left, this is right. Is this true? Yes, it is true. Then again, we are going to repeat it. We're going to forget the leftmost and rightmost one and get the leftover number, which is 33. Now again, we are going to find out what is the leftmost digit and what is the rightmost digit. So this is the leftmost, this is the rightmost. Next, we again check whether the leftmost is equal to the rightmost. This is left, this is right. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Then again, we will forget about the numbers. Is there any leftover? No, we have reached the end of the digits. So now we're just going to stop here. So our stopping condition is, first it is either we have checked all digits, or if one of these conditions is a no. Because as soon as this is no, we know it is not a palindrome. So if we try to map out the algorithm as to what we are doing, so the first step is compute left and right. As soon as you do that, now that you've got left and right, we compare left and right. That's what we are doing over these 3 steps. This one, and this one. Now we have to check if they are equal or if they are not equal. If they are not equal, then we know we have reached stopping condition. Number is not a palindrome. If they are equal though, then we need to remove current left and right digits. So whatever we had, So we were removing, like there was 5 over here, so we were removing 5. We have checked 2, so we were removing 2 from here, 2 from these places, 5 from these places. So that's what we have to do. And if we are here, then the next step again would be to go and compute the left and right values, then compare whether the left and right are equal. If they are not equal, then this is a stopping condition. If they are equal, then again we have to remove the current left and right and then compute the next left and right. Now there is another stopping condition, which is here. Do this till no more digits are left. Let us start by understanding how to compute the left and right values. So our x is 522, 523, 325, and we have to compute this value and this value. How do we do this? If you have watched my previous video, you would know that any number percent would give me the rightmost digit. So I'm going to use this logic to compute the rightmost digit. Now I need to figure out how to get this 5. If you think about it, we would need to do division to get this value. But what do we need to divide it by to get 5, which is the leftmost value? Let's try to do some experiment. Let's do 523325 divided by 1. What do we get? 52. We get 523325. We get the exact same number. Let us do 523325 divide by 10. First I'm doing this, then I'm doing this. If I do this, I would just get 52332. This would be gone. Next again, let me increase the number of zeros at the bottom. So 53225 divide by 100. If I do this, I will get 5233. So I'm able to remove these two now. Let's again increase the number of zeros at the bottom. So now I get 523. I am able to remove the right 3 ones. Then again, let us do 523325 divided by, now I'm going to divide it by 10,000. If I do this, I will be able to remove this part. So I'm just getting 52. And now if I do 523325 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've guessed it right. I will be able to remove all of this and just get 5. So if you think about it, I need to understand how many digits do we need at the bottom. So if you look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 digits and we have 1 0 less than 6. So we have 5 zeros. And if we divide a 6-digit number by 100,000, then we would get the leftmost digit, like the most significant digit. That's the logic I'm going to use. So first we need to figure out how do we count the number of digits in this number. So what we can do simply is, we can say, let us there be a divisor, which is 1. I'm going to initialize a variable div, which will be equal to 1. And what I'll do is, while my x divide by this divisor is greater than or equal to 10, I'm going to do divisor is equal to divisor multiplied by 10. So every time I will divide, if I get a number greater than 10, then I'm going to just increase the number of zeros. And the final div, the divisor variable that I get, that will be this number after the loop. And from here, once I get the leftmost digit and the rightmost digit from here, then I can start comparing these. So I'll reach this compare left and right stage. And then now I have to understand, if these are not equal, then it's a simple logic. We can just return that it's not a palindrome. But if they are equal, then we need to understand how do we remove the current left and right digits. So let's again start with the same example. My x was 523325, and now my aim is to remove this and this. If you think about it, what I can do is, if I do 523325 percent 1000, then I would get this part 23325. So we have now removed the leftmost digit. Then comes removing the rightmost digit. And again, to remove rightmost digit, we can just do 23325. If we divide it by 10, we will just get 2332. This is just simple mathematics. So what I can do is, I can update x equal to x percent whatever our divisor is at that point, and then we can just divide it by 10. This is how we can just get this part of the problem. Let me show you the Python code, and then I'll run the Python code using an example. Let us try to understand the code. So here what we are doing is, if x is less than 0, then we are saying return false because it is not a palindrome. This is because if we have minus 121, its reverse would be equal to 121 minus, and these are not equal. That's why it's not a palindrome. And that's what we have covered here. However, if it is a positive number, then we are defining this div, and then we are counting here, we are counting the number of digits. So if you see here, when we divide x by div, if it is greater than or equal to 10, then we multiply div by 10. This is the exact same logic that we were doing over here, right here. Then we are saying, while we have x, like while we have digits in x, to get left, we divide x by div. So this would be, initially it would be 100,000. If the number is 523325, then this would be 100,000 and our left would be 5. But then we do the number percent 10 to get the rightmost digit, which is again 5. Then we are comparing whether left is equal to right. If they are not equal, then we return false because it is not a palindrome and we stop. But if they are equal, then we need to forget these left and right values. And to do that, we are doing first x percent div, which will give us all digits but not the leftmost one. And then divide by 10, which is going to eliminate this. So all we are left is 2332. And then we need to change the divisor as well. So that's why we are dividing it by 100. The reason being, first we need to remove left. So we need to divide by 10 here, and then we need to remove right. So again, we are dividing it by 10 here. So that when we divide it next time, we are left with only this much number. And then we just have to divide here. So divide 2232 by 1000 to get the leftmost value. Let's try to take an example to understand it better. So my number right now is 523325. Now first we check if x is less than 0. So is x less than 0? No. So we just skip this condition. Now let's check for the while condition, while this. So while 523325 divide by our div is 1 right now. So the value is 523325. Is it greater than or equal to 10? Yes. This was our first loop. Because this is yes, then we enter the while loop and we need to update our div. So our div will be equal to our old div, which was 1 multiplied by 10. This is equal to 10. Now we again check for the condition, while loop. 523325 divide by div. So currently our div is 10. So the answer would be 52332. Is it greater than or equal to 10? Yes. we need to again update our div. So our div would be equal to our previous div, which was 10 multiplied by 10. This will be equal to 100. Now again we go back to our while loop. 523325 divide by 100, because this is our latest div. So this is equal to 5233. Is it greater than equal to 10? Yes. Then again we update our div. So div is equal to previous div, which was 100 multiplied by 10, that is equal to 1000. Then again next loop, 523325 divided by 1000, because that's our div right now. So the answer would be 523. Is it greater than equal to 10? Yes. So now we update our div. So our div would be equal to our previous div, which is 1000 multiplied by 10, that will be equal to 10,000. Then we again check for the while loop condition. So 523325 divided by 10,000, that will be equal to 52. Is it greater than equal to 10? Yes. Then again we need to update our div. So our div will be equal to our previous div, which was 10,000 into 10, that will be equal to 100,000. Now again we check whether our next iteration, which is 523325 divided by 100,000, which comes down to 5, is it greater than equal to 10? No, which means we have got our final div value, and that is equal to 100,000. Now we move out of the loop. So now we have run our code till here. Now we enter this while loop. I'm going to run this while loop on the left hand side so we don't get confused. So currently our div is 100,000. Now while x, yes, we have digits in x. So now we calculate left. So left is equal to our x, which is 523325 divided by 100,000, and this comes down to 5. Then we figure out right, which is equal to 523325 %10. When we do %10, we get the rightmost value. This is equal to 5. So we have checked this and this. Now we need to check if left is equal to right. So we check, is left equal to right? So our left is 5. Is it equal to 5? Yes. So we don't enter this condition, but then we go to update our x. So now our x would be equal to x, which is 523325 % our div, and div is 100,000 divide by 10. So this inner part would come down to 23325, and then we have division by 10. So this comes down to 2332. So we have got our reduced x. Now we need to update our div as well. So our div is equal to div divide by 100. So our current div is 100,000 divided by 100. That will be equal to 1000. Now again I'm going to repeat the while loop. In the second iteration, left is x and our current x is 2332. So 2332 divide by div, and our current div is 1000. So we get 2, and this is exactly what we wanted. Then we update right. So right is equal to again our x, which is 2332 % 10. That will be equal to 2, which is this value. Now we check whether our left is equal to right. So our left is 2. Is it equal to 2, which is coming from right? Yes. So we don't have to enter this false condition, and we now update our x. So to update x, so x would be equal to our current x, which is 2332. So 2332 %div, which is 1000, %1000 divide by 10. So the inner value would come down to 332 because we are doing percent, and then we have to divide it by 10. This comes down to 33 because we are removing 2 from here. And then we need to update our div as well. So div would be equal to our current div, which is 1000, divide by 100. It comes down to 10. I'm just going to do the last part over here. So in our next iteration, we will have left equal to the current x, which is 33, divide by div, current div is 10, so divide by 10, that is equal to 3, which is the leftmost one. Then we do right is equal to 33, which is our current x, %10, which is equal to 3, which is this 3. Then we check if our left is equal to right. So our left is 3, our right is 3. Yes, this is true. When this is true, we have to update the value of x. So our x would be equal to current x, which is 33, %div, which is 10, divide by 10. So 33% 10 is 3, divide by 10, which is equal to 0. And then we need to update our div too. So div will be equal to current div divide by 100, which is equal to 1 by 10. Now again, when we go to our while loop, while x, so we'll have while x, so x is 0, so while 0, and the loop will stop. Because the loop has stopped, we can say we are just returning value true, and we are saying this number is a palindrome. So technically what we need to do is, we first need to compute the left and right. Then we compare left and right. If they are not equal, we know it's not a palindrome. If they are equal, then we remove the current left and right to get the remaining number. And then again, for that remaining number, we again compute left and right and repeat the process. And this is repeated till we have no more digits left in our original number x that we were updating. This is the final Python code. I hope I was able to explain you. If you have any questions, then please put them out in the comments below. If you like the content, then please do subscribe to the channel and share it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.